Hey guys, welcome to another YouTube video and week 9 of my marathon training. So this week we're starting off with a 5-mile run. I'm going to try and keep it between an 8 and 8:15. It's pretty humid this morning. We had a big storm last night, so everything's still very wet. So I'm sure I'm going to be dripping after this run, but looking forward to it. Let's get it done. Alrighty, just finished my 5 miles. It was pretty tough. I really wasn't able to keep it in the range the whole time. My paces kept fluctuating up and down like the entire run. My legs were just really struggling to pick up the pace this morning. I think I'm still recovering from my 12-mile long run on Saturday. And after that run, we went to a barbecue, had a lot of really great food, but also a lot of really sugary treats. So I just didn't eat very well the last couple days. Didn't sleep great either. So I think all of that kind of plays a role into how I'm feeling this morning, but I'm still happy to get the miles in, and I think this week will be better. This was actually the last run in my current pair of shoes. I've been running in the ASICS Superblast 2s. I did just recently get myself another pair of them, so this week I figured I'd do a little review and talk more about them and the reasons why I love them. So get ready to hear me yap all about it. Happy Tuesday. It is Runner's Christmas, aka New Shoe Day. I just unboxed my new Superblast 2s and I'm super excited to try them out today and break them in on a 4-mile easy run. I've been running in the ASICS Superblast 2s now for the last couple months and I absolutely love them, so I had to get myself another pair. This is actually their newer color wave called Blue Fade and it is absolutely gorgeous, so very excited to be rocking these today. And after the run, I'll talk a little bit more about some specs and why I love them so much. Let's get into it. Alrighty, 4-mile run in the new shoes went really well this morning. I honestly forgot how nice it is to run in a new pair of shoes and how smooth it feels. So like I mentioned, I've been running in the ASICS Superblast 2 for the last couple months now. Normally, I like to switch up the brands and the shoes just because I like to try different things, but I've honestly loved these shoes so much that I had to buy myself another pair. So I figured I'd talk a little bit more about them, give you guys my opinions and reasons why I've chosen to stick with them. So again, as I've mentioned, this is the ASICS Superblast 2. This is their newest color wave, the Blue Fade Evo Purple, which is really gorgeous. These are actually my old pair that I just retired. This is their white cool gray color. In terms of specs, these shoes are super light for everyday trainers. They're coming in at about 8.8 ounces for a men's size 9 and 7.7 for a women's size 8, which is something I love. I've worn really heavy shoes in the past, and honestly, nothing compares to wearing a nice light trainer. So these shoes have an 8mm heel drop. They are neutral support, so they're really meant for people with a neutral foot type or someone with a little bit of a higher arch. If you are someone with a flatter foot type, you'd probably be better off looking into shoes with more pronation control and more support. But for me, since I do have a more neutral foot type, these work great. These shoes also have a lot of cushioning throughout the entire midsole, which you can obviously see. I have found that this level of cushioning is definitely a personal preference. Some people absolutely love it and some people hate it. Myself, I love a lot of cushioning, so they work great for me. And because of the cushioning, I find that they're very responsive, but also not to a point where I feel unstable in them. Now, if you're looking at the sole itself, it's almost like a rocker bottom where the forefoot here and the rear foot over here is elevated slightly. So this actually helps propulse your foot forward when you run, which I really like. The upper is this nice mesh material. It's very breathable, but it's also super, super durable. I have definitely run in other shoes where this mesh rips and tears within the first couple miles, which absolutely sucks. But as you can see from my other shoes that I've worn, I didn't have any sort of an issue with that. So it's very, very nice. I really like this upper. The forefoot here is also a lot wider, which is really nice to give your toes a little bit of extra space and room to breathe so that they're not rubbing, you don't form any calluses or blisters in between the toes. And something else I really like is this little loop in the back. It seems unimportant, but it's actually really convenient to help you just kind of slip on your shoes really easily. So I do really like that. So in terms of durability, I was able to eke out 500 miles in these guys, which is pretty good for a pair of trainers. I definitely started feeling the wear the past 2 weeks or so, and even more so when I actually compared it to the new shoes today. I can definitely feel how worn these are. You can see some of midsole breaking down here, some of the cracking in the foam here, obviously the wear on the bottom, but it still has some tread, so I'm pretty impressed. Overall, I think that's the most amount of miles I've gotten out of any running shoes, so I'm really happy with that. Now, these shoes definitely run a little bit pricier. They're coming in about 200 bucks, but overall, for the durability of the shoes, the fit, and the feel, I thought the price was worth the money for me personally. So I am happy I went with another pair of these for the next part of my marathon training. For anyone who's tried these shoes, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions as well. And if anyone else has any other favorites, I love trying out new brands and shoes, so definitely let me know in the comments below. But that's it for my little review. I hope it was helpful. Okay, so if you watched my last video, you know I'm doing something a little bit different tonight. I have decided to attempt a Hyrox workout class, which is crazy. I have never done anything like this before. But I've seen Hyrox blowing up all over the internet and on social media. And a couple months back, I was like looking into maybe joining a gym that would help train you to race a Hyrox. And so I still might race one next year after my marathon. So I'm very excited to see what this is all about. I'm also very nervous. But it should be fun, so let's go do it. I probably won't be filming anything just since it's the first time I've been here, so I will give you guys the update afterward. Good morning, it's Wednesday. So I did that Hyrox workout last night and I forgot to film afterward because I was really jazzed and amped up about it. It actually was so fun. I loved it. I truly have never done anything like that before. And it was really cool. It was at a local gym here in Richmond that's very tailored towards Hyrox training. And the community was awesome. Everyone was super welcoming and inviting. The workout itself was super hard and challenging. It was a lot of strength, but also like way more cardio than I expected. So coming from a running background, I definitely think that helped me a little bit. And it was also just really nice to be surrounded by a lot of other people who are really passionate about health and fitness as well. I think I sometimes can get a little bit lonely when it comes to running just because it is more of a solo sport. You know, you're kind of going against your own PRs, your own times, and typically I run alone. So it was honestly just really nice to do a fitness class with a bunch of other people. And I've been doing some research on the Hyrox training in the past because I've seen it blow up all over the internet, social media. A lot more people are talking about it and getting into it. And it just looked really fun. And after last night's experience, I could definitely say it's going to be very challenging. And I have a lot of work to do if I want to race one eventually. But yeah, just really fun to do something different, switch things up a little bit. Because I did that Hyrox last night, I'm feeling a little bit more sore this morning. So I decided I'm going to switch up my rest day. Normally, Wednesdays, I have some sort of a running workout, or I'll either go to the track or do some sort of a tempo run. But because that workout was still pretty intense and also still pretty cardio heavy, I decided I'm going to take my rest day today and then do my workout run tomorrow just to give my body a little bit more recovery. For the rest of the day, just going to be doing a little bit of editing, some job stuff. I have a dentist appointment, which sucks. I hate going to the dentist. But yeah, nothing else. It is Thursday, so we are doing our workout run today. Not gonna lie, my body is still very sore from that Hyrox workout 2 nights ago, so we will see how this goes. Honestly, my legs, my butt, my arms, everything is sore. Honestly, I hadn't done half of those workouts ever before in my life, so I think it was just a shock to my system, and my body is still partially recovering. So we will see how this run goes. But I'm hoping to do a tempo run this morning, so a half a mile warm up, half a mile cool down, and then 4 miles between a 7:45, 8-minute pace. So we'll see how it goes. If I'm really feeling bad, I may just have to take the pace a little bit slower this morning. But I'm going to roll out pretty good this morning, make sure I stretch really good, and hopefully we can get this run done. Five miles is done. It was really tough this morning. I was able to do it though, able to keep it in the range, so I'm proud of myself for doing it. Even though it was extra hard, I was having to get some electrolytes and some food in me. Alrighty guys, it's Friday. We had our gym session this morning, which actually went really well. Didn't do any legs this morning because I want my legs to feel nice and refreshed for tomorrow's long run. We did a full upper body session, felt really good. I actually was able to PR on my lat pull downs. I did 110 for the first time this morning, which is exciting. So it's always exciting to see myself get a little bit stronger every day. But happy with that. So now it's time for a little easy run. We're doing 4 miles around the neighborhood. Actually a little bit cooler today. It's 73 degrees right now, which feels amazing. There's a little bit of a breeze. So I'm very excited about that and really excited about the long run tomorrow morning. So glad to be out of this heat wave. Let's get it done. All right, 4 miles easy is done. Weather was amazing. It was actually misting a little bit halfway through because we're supposed to get some rain this morning. So it felt amazing. So really happy with it. It was nice to get a little shakeout in the legs before the long run tomorrow. So it was a really good morning for me. The rest of today is just more about doing some chores and some work around the house. My sister is visiting tomorrow for the day. Gonna do a little bit of cleaning, some grocery shopping later. So we'll get all that done. Alrighty, it's Saturday, which means it's our long run day. So we are doing 12 miles this morning. Instead of running it steady like we did last week, we are doing a progression run this morning. So I'm going to be increasing my speed throughout the run. So starting around an 8:30 pace and then working my way down to 7:30. So it should be tough, but the weather is beautiful this morning. It's 66 degrees, humidity is low, so super excited about it. Feels great, so let's do it. right, 12 miles are done. We did the workout, able to successfully complete it, did the whole progression. Felt amazing this morning. Weather was absolutely perfect. Legs had some good pickups, so I'm really happy with it. And also happy to be done. We're going home. We got our grocery shopping done yesterday, which is really nice, so we can kind of just enjoy the rest of today. My sister's coming into town, so we're going to go get a nice little lunch with her and then hang out. Happy Sunday, guys. So we got our nice lift in this morning, and now we are going for our easy run. We're doing 4 miles around the neighborhood. It is gorgeous again this morning. So Friday we finally got a break in the heat wave, and today is even better. It started off in the low 60s this morning. It's not exactly fall weather, but it's like making me think of fall and getting me really excited about those cooler miles. So it feels great. So I'm really looking forward to this run. Even though my legs are feeling a little bit more sore today after the long run yesterday, it's really nice to be out in this weather. So let's get it done. All right, last run of the week is complete. 4 miles done. Took it nice and easy. Felt amazing out here. It was just so nice to enjoy the scenery, the weather. I'm really happy. So it was a good week overall. Feel pretty strong. Loving the new shoes, really happy with them. I feel so light and bouncy on all of my runs, so looking forward to some more miles in them. The rest of the day I'm going to take it pretty easy. I need to do some meal prepping for the week. Really excited for the meals I have ahead. We're making some like ground beef tacos, which should be awesome. And for lunch I'm switching up and doing a tofu bowl, so should be exciting. I always love a good meal prep. So that'll be the rest of my day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.